Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time. But admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
New York State committed to Daniel Jones for a 4th season, but also made this a decisive year by declining his 5th-year option. 2022 looks like Jones' final chance to prove he can be the franchise face for the Giants, and he does have a cadre of weapons that he'll need to top his career highs of 3,000 yards and 24 touchdowns that he set as a rookie.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley, and he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Now Jones is going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now Jones. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
A time for Mac Jones and his Patriot offense to take the field. Jones now in his 2nd season since being selected 15th overall in 2021.
I think we'll all remember 2021 as a banner quarterback draft, and we saw 5 taken in the first round. It was actually the 5th of those 5, Mac Jones, who's the runner-up in the Rookie of the Year voting with the 5th most yards by a rookie in league history. The Patriots, they have to be dancing in the streets with the idea that this guy is going to be their quarterback for about the next 10 years.
Throwing Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
So on 4th down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. Folk's kick is good, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. The first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind.
They do, but he's got to walk out on the field like he's working from ahead. All right, he's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass, because all eyes on his team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays. He's got to show that he has confidence in himself.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want, because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Jones on 3rd down. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to be brought down short of first at about the 31-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And he is going to have the Giants' first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on, or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Back to throw again. And that's complete to Shepard. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
There's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit. He tried barreling through anywhere. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He had a minimal gain on first down. Now they stop him for no gain. What do you think, going in a different direction on third down?
Could very well be. I'll guarantee he's asking for the ball third time to try and make up for the first two. But his QB might very well say, well, my man, maybe next series. Let's try someone else on this play.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 19. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Let's roll.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Up the middle with Barkley. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Jones being chased. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Lawrence guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss.
It's all about teams are so competitive in action. You just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, it Turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Let's go, let's go.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that
Bite
kick
me,
six.
Stevie.
And now the kick is away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jones, another shot here after the pick six. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Yeah, I was controlling the damn people on the line and ended up hitting the button. Yeah.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now a give, running left is Harris. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with the bandit.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Harris. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and bunching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
We'll get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw.
Oh, missed him. Out. He out of bounds. He out of bounds. He out of bounds.
Now that Patriots
Man, don't even count. Man, don't even count. He ain't put out of bounds.
challenge flag. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Wow.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
Extra point up and good by Fulton. And the lead is now 10-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we see James, he will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judah. But it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. 9 timers left. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And the game here on the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit, because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Jones now on 1st and 10. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That's certainly one way to beat the blitz. Get it out of your hands quickly. Get it to the big fella.
Very effective. Saw the pressure, got rid of it, and the completion ensued. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. A quick pass here. He's got Shepard. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 21. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's Jones throwing on first down.
Ah, how the hell you slide?
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a
I thought it was whole square.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Off the play fake. Jones. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown.
Playing with Jones, right?
Daniel Jones, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to move back in front. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Extra point.
Stop playing with Jones, bro.
And the lead is now 14 to 10.
Stop playing with Jones, man.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive and a 9-yard run on the end of it.
Oh, bro.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. New England's offense set to go. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive the last into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back in.
Go!
His body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, man.
No, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find the target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and he'll come right back with another first and 10.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a first and 10.
Stop playing with Jones, bro.
The first throw here for the backup, Taylor. That ball caught by Slayton. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now Taylor.
Let's go. Let's go.
Giants. Ricky Seals-Jones. A 5-yard touchdown. As these guys are able to extend their lead. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. 5 plays there on that drive, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants.
Let's go, baby.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Zappi from the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. But now it'll be third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Zappi on third down. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down. Waiting on it will be Richie James. Fielded at about the 28. Dancing away at the 35. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Taylor. A quick throw knocked away.
So he's already had a push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Taylor to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they have to let their tight end try to find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that ball. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Taylor. Catch made by Slayton. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there later because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Play action. It's Taylor. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Third and 2, now Taylor. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he will have a Giants first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Breida, they'll go up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Taylor. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And at 3rd down and 6 to go. Taylor will throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coach, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play enough, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Gano's kick is good, and the lead grows to 14 and 24-10. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And this will be a touchback as it sails over the end line. So the Patriots coming out now. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Zappy and the Patriots come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a give to White. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Zappy throwing for Montgomery. He's got him on the out route. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're not panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
1st down, here's White. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
A 1st carry here for J.J. Taylor. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, these are the types of plays we're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest at first half, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down the 18-yard line. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
A run with his 2nd-year man. That's Ramondre Stevenson. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Patriots. John Smith, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get. It was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
On for the extra point is Folk. He's got it, and it's 24-17. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get a big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. That's complete to Slayton. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The offense on third down tonight. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Breida on the draw. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the gun, it's Taylor. Flushed out right. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. On 3rd down, Taylor. Pass is caught by Wandale Robinson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
I'm not getting this. If you want to eat, I'll give you something. Sorry, Sophia.
Now Taylor on 1st down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes The quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Zappi looking to throw it on first down. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Zappi. Caught by Montgomery. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First and 10, Zappi. It's caught, Smith. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Zappi looks to throw it. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Now Zappi. Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Folk connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Tyquan Thornton who brought in the touchdown reception to cap things off. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. Ricky Seals joins the intended target. That'll bring it 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Taylor on 3rd down, throws incomplete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they are. We'll see. 4th down, Jamie Gillen on a punt for the Giants. Jabril Peppers deep to receive.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risky play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
Final play of the half, it's Taylor. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, we take a look there at the numbers for them running the football in that first half. Most of the starters are likely done. These coaching staffs getting ready to evaluate the youngsters in the second half. And to call the remainder of this preseason opener, we go back to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Oh, why are you so damn rough? I gotta grab this damn man. That's good. Damn.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Now, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense? Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and power. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From just shy of midfield, Zappi. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it. Don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Zappi back to throw. He's got his man, Thornton. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Zappi. That's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Another throw coming for Zappi. Caught on the slant. That'll bring out 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Stevenson. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
When I was playing, all our defensive coaches talked about when you're near your own goal line and you're trying to stop them from getting in, your heart gets tested. What a nice play on the last down.
A lot of heart on 2nd, but they have the heart on 3rd. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to 4th down.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. Got a man, Slayton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. On 1st down, here's Breida. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On second down, Taylor's throw incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A run between the tackles with Breida. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Taylor. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a give to Breida. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Here he goes. On the ball, now.
They run again with Breida. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play action, it's Taylor. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I'll let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave it.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd down and goal. Taylor. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Harvey Longy able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, constant to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Gano's kick is good, and that's going to tie the ball game at 27-all. So matching field goals here to begin this 3rd quarter of play, and we are tied again.
And this is how it's been all game long, very much like a boxing match. Each team counter-punching each other, neither gaining a clear advantage.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
They run straight ahead here with White. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, Zappi. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Andrew Adams. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff. Try to impress your locker room. And most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. But now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They go play action now, Taylor. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
The drive starts with a run by White, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
They give to Taylor out of the gun, and he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Completes this one to Thornton. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Zappi to throw on first down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
The throw by Taylor there, knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And Taylor's throw there should have been intercepted, but it's incomplete.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Devon Gotcho getting in there and dropping it. They're trying to field goal now with Graham Gano. This one from 46 yards out. Gano's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think they anticipate.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
He's going to sling this deep downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's James returning. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New York ready to go again offensively. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, Stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
For once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And this pass broken up. Contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
When you're running a slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there's no space available. An incompletion as a result.
Gano's kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down. They'll go up the middle with White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now Zappi. And that is incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
On the return, it's James. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Here we go. Right.
2nd and 7. Taylor. He's got Slayton on the slant. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Ready. Ready.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Come back in.
From the 24, Taylor. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
Breida, they'll go up the middle. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On second and goal, Taylor. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. To throw is Taylor. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A nightmare on third and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak
It's not
in, but
safe.
it did not. It's no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6. So this defense gets an assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within 1 score.
Yeah, that looked to be good the whole way. But that is a big break here in the 4th quarter of a football game. Now your offense needs to find a way to capitalize.
Zappi and the Patriots come up here, 1st and 10.
At their own 23. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third down, here's Zappi.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Taylor. And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he's got it. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway.
Really?
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And the Giants ready to come out now. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll begin the drive with Breda. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a...
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Catch made by Slayton. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Patriots take over. Zappi and the Patriots come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. They start the drive with White. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 82 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Zappi going to bootleg out. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Zappi now on 1st and 10. On the out route, he's got Thornton. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Zappi looking to throw it on 1st down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Zappi, and his throw is incomplete.
just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down. Folks' kick is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Darius Slayton and the rest of this offense about to begin their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
56 yards on the ground for him so far. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Zampi will go to the air. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams. 30. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Let's go!
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good.
What's up with this nigga, man? Like, seriously.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchdown.
This nigga done shanked the field goal. Like, that could cost you. That's the cost of the game.
A minute 53 remaining. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Zappi. And his throw here is incomplete. So a field goal on this drive could settle things. Remember, no overtime in the preseason, though a tie now seems hardly likely. Able to complete it to Montgomery. On the move past the 40. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there for New England. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Zappy to throw. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now Zappy. Touchdown! Dalton Keene. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And New York set to take the field. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Taylor. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. First down, here's White. Malik McDowell there to make the tackle. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those